Okay, everybody, I'm back doing some more severe weather coverage because there has been two tornado warnings that have gone out since I ended thinking it was rain only. There is a tornado warning in effect until 11:15 for what appears to be, here we go. So 11:15 for Jefferson and St. Louis counties. This was radar indicated rotation. It's going to affect Crestwood. It's moving through Arnold. And let me double check this real quick. I need to look at correlation coefficient here. A second. Okay, hang on. I'm seeing a tornado signature here. Oh yeah, definitely a tornado signature. And if we look here at super reflectivity, there is a notch on the radar. A notch is starting to form. There is a tornado headed towards Columbia, Millstadt, Dupo. It looks to be that tornado is the tornado, what will maybe a tornado just passed through Arnold, and it appears to be tracking on an easterly track. I would say Columbia, Millstadt, Smithton, Freeburg, Belleville, Swansea, Shiloh. If you're not underground or in the lowest floor of your building, get there now. I'm seeing a notch, and I'm seeing a possible hook that might be forming. Additionally, there is also a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for Franklin, Jefferson, and St. Louis counties for another minute. They're saying quarter-size hail on this one, although the storm looks like it's merging and possibly weakening here. We're on tilt. There is signs of weakening, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if that warning is extended to include the city. Well, hail core appears to be south of the city, so the city probably won't get a warning on this one. But this is a very dangerous situation for Columbia, Millstadt, Smithton, Freeburg, Belleville, Swansea, Shiloh, Fairview Heights, O'Fallon. If you aren't taking your tornado precautions, you need to at this time. Hang on, I got an update coming in. Got an updated warning coming in. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for St. Louis City. The radar hasn't updated to show that warning yet, but there has been a warning issued until midnight. Severe thunderstorm is located near St. Louis, the city, and moving east at 50 miles per hour. The hazard is golf ball-sized hail, reported by weather spotters. Locations impacted include Bellefontaine Neighbors, Riverview, Venice, Spanish Lake, East St. Louis, Madison, Granite City, Washington Park, Caseyville, Pontoon Beach, Collinsville, Maryville, Glen Carbon, Edwardsville, Troy, Brooklyn, Fairmont City, Hartford, Roxanne, and Carpenter. The main threat on this appears to be hail as opposed to winds. One moment, I'm checking one quick thing here. Okay, so there's a thunderstorm warning. Okay, the radar here should update and show that new warning real quick here. Okay, the tornado warning that was in effect has expired. The one that was affecting the westmost one has expired. There is still a warning that is out for Imperial, Arnold, Oakville, Columbia, Millstadt, Belleville, Swansea, Fairview Heights, Centerville, Cahokia, Dupo, and there's the other warning that just popped in. It's with Alto. Based on what I'm seeing here on radar, I would also advise Scott Air Force Base, Mascoutah, Shiloh, and O'Fallon, as well as Lebanon, to take precautions as well. The hail core appears to be weakening on the tornadic cell. What was it? This was, okay, radar indicated rotation yet again on this one, but I'm definitely seeing a tornado signature on radar here. Let's look at storm relative for any rotation. I don't see any rotation. Let's look at super res. Okay, the rotation has weakened, which is a good sign. This warning may expire since it has weakened. Let me check hail course here real quick. Okay, the hail threat is gone for the severe thunderstorm warning. I don't see any real wind threat, just heavy rain. The main threat right now is that storm moving through. Now it looks like it's just about ready to move through Columbia. I'd still tell everybody to take precautions and get underground. Underground or on the first floor of your home. What I'm seeing on radar, there's a notch. That notch is still defined though, even though there's no rotation shown, which kind of is odd. It looks to me like there are signs of weakening, which is a good thing. What I'm seeing is, again, weakening. Okay, the cell itself is weakening as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this warning just expires and they don't reissue anything. I need to turn my attention up here to the northern cell with the tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warning rather. Okay, the severe thunderstorm warning is still going for 40 more minutes. Again, they're claiming golf ball sized hail, but you can just catch an outflow boundary right there, pushing off of the storm. So I'm thinking, well, and it's being eaten up by the storm again. So I don't know what is going on with this storm. It looks to be weakening the northern cell, so that warning probably will get canceled. Same with the southern one. That warning will probably expire in 10 more minutes. Let me just double check. Let me look at my storm information here yet again. From my vantage point here at St. Louis University, there are torrential downpours and some intense lightning right now. So even though these storms aren't dumping hail at this time, they do mean business. Okay, storm reports, here we go. Let me see here. Okay. 2 miles south-southwest of Manchester, there was a report of there was an estimated hail of 1 inch in diameter, which is roughly nickel-sized hail. Funnel cloud reported along Gravois Road and Burns Mill in Jefferson County, Missouri. Big Bend at Sulphur Springs Road in the city of St. Louis, a report of nickel-sized hail. That's all we have at this point. Let me double check the tornado warning here. Columbia and Duplo around 11:15, Koki 11:20, Millstadt Centerville 11:25, Belleville Swansea 11:30. I'm not going to throw the red flag up on this one. It appears to be weakening a bit. Let me check my velocity one more time here. There is some weak rotation just west of Millstop that I'm seeing. Some possible weak rotation. Check that. The possible weak rotation west of Millstop and south of Columbia. Again, it's weak, so there's a chance that the storm could be trying to rotate, but I don't think it's doing much. There still is a well-defined notch there too. Notch is still well-defined. The northern storm, that warning is going to get canceled. I know it. It's weakened well below severe limits. There's no hail threat. The hail threat appears to be on the southern storm right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if the tornado warning is replaced with a severe thunderstorm warning in about 7 more minutes. Again, I see some weak rotation. Possibility of weak rotation, but I mean, it's not looking like much. Well, it's like there might be a little bit of a spin up here just south of the city. Or let me check storm relative again. Yeah, okay, so these storms actually, now that I think about it, these storms could be dying off. After all, they are pushing off outflow boundaries, so the storms could be dying off a little bit too. So this tornado warning will probably expire and be replaced with a severe thunderstorm warning. This warning will probably be canceled soon. Okay, new report. Some new reports here. Okay, an estimated report of hail 1 3/4 inches. That's roughly golf ball sized hail, I believe. Again, another report, same thing in the city. Okay, Baldwin, there's a report of golf ball sized hail there near Baldwin. Dime sized hail south of Fenton. Okay. Let me pull up the severe thunderstorm warning real quick here. So the hail threat appears to have diminished. Yeah, there appears to be no more hail threat, and same with the southern storm. That hail core there appears to be weakening as well, along with motion of the storm. Okay, these are probably all downbursts that are starting up. So these storms are dying and pushing their energy down instead of, because it can only go down. I'm still seeing winds off that storm. Just right over the top of Columbia right now, I'm seeing some wind. Gusting probably upwards of about 40 miles per hour. Probably about 40 miles per hour, pushing into about 50 maybe. Okay, the notch is no longer defined, so that means that it is weakening off. The northern cell's weakened enough. That warning's going to get canceled. Okay, the box here therefore the tornado warning has changed. Tornado warning remains in effect for west central St. Clair, north central Monroe counties until 11:30. The update says the storm is located near Columbia, and it has radar indicated rotation. I'm going to see there's an update for that. Okay, no, they haven't updated the severe thunderstorm warning yet. Are there any other warnings? Okay, there's warnings there as well. So it looks to me as if the warning has been, tornado warning will probably expire because the storm period, it looks to me like the storm is weakened enough to where they won't reissue. Old date is my issue is a significant weather advisory or severe thunderstorm warning on it. Probably significant weather considering the fact that there's no hail and it's just going to be a wind gust. There is some wind pushing through Grant City, Madison, Collinsville, Maryville, Glen Carbon, Edwardsville right now on a northern storm. Wind there. The heaviest stuff now appears to be in that tornado warning, which there's no signature anymore on radar. No. And the hail threat's pretty much gone as well. So that warning will expire. Nothing new there yet. So we're going to go ahead and keep watching the radar right now. Nothing new. There are no new storm reports at this time. Okay, that tornado warning has expired. Now we're going to wait to see if they reissue a warning for Scott Air Force Base and Scuda. Okay, no update on that one yet. No update on this one either. There's another thunderstorm, another flash flood warning that's been put out for Cooper County until 1:30. Okay, the tornado warning has lifted. We're waiting to check for any reissuing of a warning. So far, there is no reissuing of any warnings. Let's go back to that flash flood warning because that's going to be the biggest threat tonight. So there's Boone, Callaway, and there's the Boone, Callaway, and Moniteau warning. That warning is in effect till 1 a.m. for flash flooding. 2 to 4 inches of rain. And then this warning over here is until 1:30. Yeah, that's 1:30. So that's Cooper, Hedges, and Howard County, which technically is out of the St. Louis area. But there's going to be heavy rain and runoff as a result. Okay, it appears they're not going to reissue any warnings down south, which is a good thing. Okay, a significant weather advisory just went out for the storm down south, most likely for wind. I'm waiting for the statement to come through. The northern storm, let's look at the warning on it to see about any updates. Okay, no updates yet on that one. Okay, these storms are moving fast enough. I think the motion has drowned out the northern storm. I still don't understand why the warning has not been lifted, because the reason they put it out, hail, is gone. That's probably going to get a significant weather advisory after it expires, unless they cancel it. Still has half an hour left in its life. Okay, they just canceled the warning. So the warning here for the northern storm, it hasn't left this radar yet, but it has been canceled by the National Weather Service. So let's look for more storm reports real quick before we sign off. Okay, it hasn't updated on their site yet either. No new storm reports at this time, and the warning hasn't updated either. So it's significant weather advisory. Okay, that won't pop up. There is a significant weather advisory on this southern storm here. This storm has a significant weather advisory on it currently for wind. As you can see, there is a significant wind gust on it, upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour, which is below severe limits. Whoops. In this northern storm, the warning has been canceled for it. Well, I thought it had been canceled. Okay, the warning box has just been, part of it's been canceled, the other part still is in effect until midnight. And the threat has gone to quarter-size hail instead of golf ball-sized hail. So this warning, the warning hasn't expired, it's just been shortened. Quarter-size hail, radar indicated threat. Even though, again, the hail scope shows nothing. So either that's a sign of a problem with the radar, or there's something going on that the radar can't see. Let's try looking at this. Let's try looking higher up in the atmosphere to see what we get. Yeah, there is some wind gust on it, but not severe. So they say the threat is hail, even though the scope shows little to no hail. Okay, the cell down south is tracking southeast now, east-southeast. So that cell is weakened off a bit. The stuff pushing in, the next round pushing in, is not severe at all, just heavy rain. Let's look at Springfield's radar one more time here. Okay, those severe storms are not pushing towards St. Louis, so we're safe from that. So the main threat right now is that severe thunderstorm warning that is still in effect for Edwardsville, Glen Carbon, Maryville, Troy, Collinsville, Fairmont City, Washington Park, East St. Louis, Granite City, Pontoon Beach, St. Jacob, and Marine. The threat again is quarter-sized hail. Checking for more storm reports. No new storm reports yet. There are no storm reports this time. And it looks to me as if we are almost in the clear. So I simply think this warning will expire, and then we'll be done for the time being, unless there's more severe weather that comes in, which, again, like I said, the stuff blowing in from Lebanon, Fort Leonard Wood, does not appear to carry any severe characteristics with it. Yeah, the only other warnings that are out right now are here in Springfield, in the Springfield area. And these storms are tracking due east, even though there is that little bit that's turning and tracking up towards St. Louis. But there appears to be, now those are showing hail threat, but that's because it's on the outskirts of the radar. Let's switch and use this radar instead. Oops, wrong radar. That's the reflectivity I want. Vertically integrated liquid. Yeah, those do have some hail cores on them, so those might go severe, but the hail cores are not tracking to St. Louis at all. Nor does reflectivity is not either. So the reflectivity is not tracking either, so those storms are tracking away from St. Louis. And that is the extent of the threat. That's the extent of the threat right there. So Tulsa's radar shows nothing. Those storms tracking due east, due east. Again, there's that little bit that is tracking towards St. Louis. But it's just the stuff over here on the other side of this line that's tracking towards St. Louis. The rest of it's tracking east. So everything on this side is tracking this way. Take that off so you can see cities. So see this stuff, that stuff's tracking to St. Louis. The stuff below is not tracking. The stuff below is tracking due east, and it will stay well south of our area. So like I said, the biggest threat tonight is going to be heavy rain and these pop-up warnings. Again, though, the main threat for that thunderstorm warning appears to have moved out of the area. So that warning, they're going to let that warning go till midnight, but then they'll just cancel it and they won't do anything else with it. Okay, there's nothing on the significant weather advisory, but there is a significant weather advisory out right now. Nothing new on the storm reports at this time. So that warning just has to expire, and then we'll be in the clear. So we've got 11:40 on the clock. So it's got about 20 minutes left. So I think we are just about in the clear from this round. Let me just zoom back out a bit here. Those warnings are in effect. Those warnings will all expire. That one expires in 4 minutes. All these warnings are going to expire at the same time. Yeah, that one's out till 11:45 and 12. So the warning down here expires at midnight. So it looks to me as if, like I said, those warnings down there are not tracking to St. Louis, so we don't need to be concerned about those. So the only warning we need to be concerned about is this warning, even though the threat appears to be diminishing. I'm looking to see what they're doing about that. Okay, the warning has been canceled. There is now a significant weather advisory on that cell. This warning has been canceled. See, there's no text coming up for it, so that warning for Madison and St. Clair County has been canceled. There's a significant weather advisory that's in effect now.
Thursday and Thursday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers. Additional strong thunderstorms are possible, and a severe thunderstorm remains in effect until 2 a.m. The severe thunderstorm warning for north central St. Clair and southern Madison counties is canceled. The storm will be prompted the warning as it continues with the limit and no longer poses an immediate.
Okay. The storm that was up here has weakened. The Weather Service has canceled that warning. They're simply talking about the severe thunderstorm watch still being in effect. Okay, now they're issuing small stream advisories. So, considering the fact that the only thing is heavy rain being the big threat, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Wishing you all once again a pleasant evening, and I hope that you all stay dry and stay safe.